guys, in today's video I will be showing you my Goregrind albums that I own in my CD collection. There's only about 5 albums here, so not a whole lot, but I just figured I'd show you guys. So my first CD I have is Fester, Decay, Reality, Rotten to the Core. This is a Goregrind band from Japan, and I think this is a pretty recent album. Within the last couple years this album came out, so pretty new, pretty decent Goregrind album. Not my favorite, but still think it's really good. Hash the Tongue, Fall and Grind are probably my favorite songs off the album. So next up I have the County Medical Examiners. And supposedly with this band, some of the members are licensed doctors, from what I've read online. Now, if that's true, I have no idea. Probably not true, but if it is, that's pretty fucking cool. But anyways, here is it's a slip cover. Show you guys this real quick. This is actually a pretty cool jewel case slipcover. As you can see, it says "Warning, Corpse Scented Disc" inside, and when the album first came out in 2003 or 2007, I think, apparently the CD had a funny smell to it, so that's kind of why it has that. The album's called Olitis Operatus. I don't know how the fuck you say it, but that's the album cover. Pretty typical Goregrind. Pretty cool. Here's the inside. But my favorite song on the album is Casper's Dictum. It's the first track. Really killer. Really killer song. Really killer album. If you like Carcass's first couple of albums, you will really like this. It's pretty much direct copy and paste of that. So definitely check out the County Medical Examiners. Okay, so next on the list is Carcass, Reek of Putrefaction. This album is one of my favorite Goregrind albums. It's probably a lot of people's favorite Goregrind albums. Here's the inside. This is a 2003 reissue, put out by Earache Records. Really not a whole lot to say about it. Sure most of you already know this album. But my favorite songs on here are Regurgitation of Giblets, Vomited Anal Tract, and Psychopathologist are probably my top 3 songs on the album, and Carbonized Eye Sockets is another really good one. So that's Carcass, Reek of Putrefaction. And next on the list is Last Days of Humanity, Hymns of Indigestible Separation. Show you the inside of this. This is a really kind of silly band. Very over the top, just ridiculous with everything that they do with the drums and the vocals. It's pretty immature, but it's fun though. You know, they're a fun band to listen to. I was listening to their album that came out before this called I can't even fucking think of the name of the album, but literally the album that came out right before this one. The Sound of Rancid Juices Sloshing Around in Your Coffin, that's it. I was listening to that the other day, and I don't own that on CD as of right now, but after listening to that and listening to this album, I think that I like The Sound of Rancid Juices. I think I like that album a little bit more. I think it's a little bit more raw. There's some catchier riffs. It's not as stupid, I guess you could say, as this album. But yeah. Next on the list, this is the last album, and this is Lipoma, I think is how you say it. This is a one-man project. Yeah, this is a one-man project from the United States. Pretty much the exact opposite of Last Days of Humanity. If you think of Last Days of Humanity as being very abrasive and over the top and just kind of immature, this is kind of melodic Goregrind, I guess you could call it. Longer songs than your typical Goregrind. Very catchy riffs. Here's the inside. Yeah, very catchy riffs on this album. This is probably, other than Carcass' first album, this is probably my favorite Goregrind album. And I'd say that probably my favorite Goregrind band as a whole. So if you want Goregrind that's melodic, catchy, isn't overly immature, I would definitely check out this album, Odes to Suffering by Lipoma. And that's it for today's video. As I said, same kind of thing with the brutal death metal in the first video. I'm not really a huge Goregrind fan, but I just figured I'd make a quick video showing you guys the albums that I own. Alright, that's gonna do it.